Parable. Wisdom waits for those who listen.
Listen closely. I want you to stop for a moment and think. Think about how much energy you have wasted. Think about how many sleepless nights you've spent replaying arguments in your head, thinking about what you should have said, what you will say tomorrow. Think about how much of your life force has been drained by people who do not care about you, by arguments that lead nowhere, by dramas that are not yours. You are exhausted. You are exhausted because you are at war, but you are fighting the wrong battles. You are fighting windmills. You are trying to prove your worth to an audience that isn't even paying attention. You are screaming into a room full of echoes, and the only voice you cannot hear is your own. You are reactive. You are an easy target. One comment, one look, one opinion, and you are hooked. You take the bait every single time, and they know it. They know exactly which buttons to push to get you off your center, to make you explode, to make you defend yourself, to make you explain. And every time you react, you lose. Every time you raise your voice, you give away your power. Every time you feel the need to prove you are right, you become weaker. You have become a puppet, and your strings are controlled by the opinions, judgments, and provocations of others. They pull, you dance. They provoke, you scream. They doubt, you justify. And at the end of the day, you are drained, and they have moved on, while you are still stuck in the emotional trap they set for you. You are touchable, completely touchable. Your emotional core is exposed for the world to see and to poke. And why do you react? Let's be honest. You react out of fear. Fear of being misunderstood. Fear of being seen as weak. Fear of not belonging. Fear that silence means defeat. You have been programmed your entire life to believe that the last word is the one that wins, that the fastest response is the smartest. And so you dance, you perform, you exhaust yourself trying to win a game that cannot be won, a game designed to keep you weak, to keep you distracted. And what is the cost? The cost is your destiny. The cost is your dreams. The cost is your peace. While you are busy spending your divine energy on pointless arguments at work or at home, time is ticking by. The time you should be using to build your empire. The time you should be using to sharpen your mind, to strengthen your body, to build your future. Your reaction is a theft. It is a theft you commit against yourself every single day. You are trading your unlimited potential for a few seconds of false validation in an argument no one will remember tomorrow. You are letting energy vampires feast on your life force, and you invite them to the table every time with your inability to be still, to own yourself. But what if there was another way? What if I told you that the greatest power you can ever cultivate is not in winning the argument, it's not in having the last word, it's not in proving them wrong? What if I told you that your ultimate power, your greatest fortress, your impenetrable armor is your silence? You have been taught wrong. You were taught that power is loud, that power is aggressive, that power is the explosion. That power is the interruption. But that is the power of the weak. That is the theater of the insecure. It is a light show to hide an empty interior. True power, the power that moves mountains, the power that builds empires, the power that no one can touch. That power is silent. The lion does not roar to prove it is king. It moves in silence. Its presence is its statement. The mountain does not scream back at the hurricane. It remains firm, unshakable. The deep ocean does not make noise at the surface. The true strength is in its immeasurable calm, its dark, unknown depth. Think about gravity. Gravity holds planets in orbit. It keeps you pinned to the ground. It is arguably the most powerful, persistent force in the universe. and it is completely silent. Think of the root of a giant oak. It grows in darkness, in silence, yet it is what anchors the tree against the storm. Real power does not need applause. It does not need validation. It simply is. You are afraid of silence, aren't you? You fear the vacuum. You think that if you stay quiet, you have lost. You think that if you don't respond, you are agreeing you are being weak. But that is your old programming speaking. Let me tell you what silence really is. Silence is not empty. Silence is full of answers. Silence is your war room. It's where you stop reacting and start strategizing. It's where you stop being the piece on the board and become the player. Silence is your shield. When they throw insults, silence deflects them. An insult expects a reaction. It needs your anger to survive. It needs your energy to have validity. When you offer silence, the insult dies in midair, returns to the sender, poisoned by its own venom. They don't know what to do with your silence. It confuses them. It frightens them. It unbalances them. Because a person who does not react is a person who cannot be controlled. A person who cannot be controlled is a person who cannot be defeated. Silence is your forge. It's where you take all that energy you used to waste and use it to forge a new version of yourself. It's where the heat of the provocation meets the coldness of your self-control, and the result is stronger steel. Master the silence, and you will become untouchable. But how? How do you do it when every fiber of your being is screaming to react, when the blood boils and your palms sweat? It starts now. It starts with a decision. The decision that your inner peace is worth more than any petty victory in an argument. The decision that your focus is more valuable than the need to be right. Starting today, you will practice the art of non-reaction. It is a practice, like lifting weights. You will not get strong overnight. You will start small. When someone provokes you, when someone attacks you, when you feel that heat rising in your chest, your first move will not be a response. Your first move will be to breathe. You will take a deep, deliberate breath. That breath is your power. It is the space between the trigger and your choice. In that space, you will observe. Observe the anger rising. Observe your ego screaming to defend itself. They can't talk to me like that. I have to show them. Observe the adrenaline, and then you will choose. You will choose not to give them what they want. You will choose your peace. You will choose your power. Silence is not an absence of response. It is the most powerful response. It is your conscious veto. It is you saying to your primitive instinct, I am in command, not you. This is not passivity. This is active discipline. It takes more strength, infinitely more strength, to contain the storm inside you than to unleash it in destructive chaos. Anyone can explode. That is easy. That is childish. Few can absorb the energy, transmute it, and remain standing, calm. That is power. The second rule, stop explaining. Stop. Immediately. Your actions must be your only explanation. The people who demand a constant explanation are often those with no intention of understanding. They don't want clarity. They want control. They want an explanation so they can judge it, dissect it, find flaws, and use it against you. Do not give them that ammunition. Live your life with such integrity, with such clarity of purpose that your actions speak for themselves. Let your life be the argument. Who you are should echo so loudly that what you say becomes secondary. Let them wonder. Let them speculate. Let them create theories. Let them gossip. What they think of you is none of your business. Your only business is with your purpose, with your mission, with the person you see in the mirror. You do not need their validation to exist. Your existence is already valid. By ceasing to explain, you retract the power they have to judge you. You become your own judge, your own jury. The third rule, and this is the hardest, the one that will test your soul: stop defending yourself. The truth does not need a defense. It simply is. A lion does not defend itself against the opinion of a sheep. It knows it is a lion. When you know who you are, when you are anchored in your own truth, false accusations look like what they are: noise. Desperate noise from insecure people trying to pull you down to their level. The moment you defend yourself, you give credibility to the accusation. You validate the attack. You enter their game in their courtroom by their rules. You are saying, your accusation has enough merit for me to spend my energy refuting it. Do not do this. Instead, stand in your truth. Stand in your center. Let the accusation fall to the floor like a harmless arrow. Your silence will say, your opinion has no power here. Your attempt to diminish me has failed. I will not enter this arena with you, because that is what they want. They want to see you in the mud, fighting, reactive. Do not accept the invitation. To remain silent when attacked is not weakness. It is the ultimate demonstration of strength. It is a disrespect so profound for the accusation that you do not even dignify it with a response. This is what it means to be untouchable. It doesn't mean people won't take shots at you. Oh, they will. They will shoot harder when they realize their old tactics don't work. When you no longer take the bait, they will poke harder. They will call you arrogant, cold, indifferent. They will try to paint you as the villain because you refuse to be their victim. Being untouchable means the arrows don't penetrate. They hit your shield of silence and fall to the ground, harmless. Your worth is not up for debate. It is settled. And you are the only one who sets that value. When you master silence, something magical happens. You begin to listen, truly. You stop listening to the noise of your own ego screaming for validation, and you start to hear the truth. You hear what is not being said. You see the real motivations behind people's words. In their attack, you no longer see an insult. You see their insecurity. In their arrogance, you see their fear. In their gossip, you see their pain and their lack of purpose. You become an observer of the game of life, no longer a reactive pawn. You see the matrix. And once you see it, you can no longer be caught by it. And then, and only then, when you finally do choose to speak, your words will have weight. They will have the weight of gravity, because they will come from a place of calm, intention, and truth, not from reaction, ego, and chaos. One word from you, spoken with calm precision, will have more impact than 1,000 words they scream. You will not use your words as a blunt hammer, but as a scalpel, with surgical precision to cut through the nonsense and reveal the truth. Or, more often, you will choose not to use them at all. You will choose to save your energy for what matters, to build, to create, to win. Imagine yourself 6 months from now, a year. You are different. It's not something you can pinpoint, but it's a presence. There is a calm about you, a stillness, a presence. People notice it. They don't know what it is, but they feel it. They feel that they can't manipulate you anymore. They feel that they can't drain you anymore. Imagine the scene. Someone from your past, someone who used to set you off with a single sentence, tries again. They throw the bait with that smug little smile, expecting the usual explosion. And you just observe them. You breathe. You don't take the bait. You perhaps give a slight, almost imperceptible nod, and you carry on with your day. Do you see the confusion in their eyes? Do you see the momentary panic? Their script has failed. The power they held over you has evaporated. In that moment, the power dynamic of your entire life has shifted. They call you arrogant. They call you cold. What they are really saying is, I cannot control you anymore. You have become untouchable. You have become free. And all that energy, all that mental strength you used to waste in lost battles, it's now being channeled. It's being used to build your dreams. You are focused. You are disciplined. You are no longer fighting small battles in the mud. You are focused on the war for your destiny, and you are winning. This is the discipline of silence. It is not easy. It is a daily practice. It is a constant training. You will fail. You will react. The old programming is strong, but each time you will remember, you will breathe, you will return to your center, you will forgive yourself, and you will try again. You will choose silence. You will choose strength. The world is loud. The world wants to consume you, to turn you into just another reactive echo. Be the mountain. Be the deep ocean. Be the fortress that no one can breach. Master the silence and become forever untouchable. This is your journey. This is your new power. This is the day you stop being the puppet and start being the master. If you are ready to stop being reactive, if you are ready to take your power back, if you are ready to cut the strings, I want you to do one thing. This is not just a video. This is a declaration of war against your old self. I want you to go to the comments right now and write in all caps, I choose silence. Make that declaration. Make that commitment to yourself. It's not for me, it's for you. It's the first step to sealing your decision. It is your day one. If this message resonated with the truth inside you, if you felt that strength building as you listened, hit the like button so this message can reach others who are trapped in the same loop. And if you are serious about this journey, if you are ready to build the strongest version of yourself, subscribe to this channel and turn on notifications, because we are just getting started. The journey to becoming untouchable is long, and you don't have to walk it alone. But the work, the hard, silent work, the work starts now with silence.